turn the radio off right now and listen to The Chris Miles Show.
Check your resources.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of the Chris Miles Show.
What's going on, people? I'm
wasn't expecting this just quick. Hope all is well with everybody. As Mr. Producer said, welcome to another edition of the Chris Miles Show. I am your host, Chris Miles. It is a blessing to be here. We have a lot to uncover today. We're going to try to run through this smoothly. We were actually trying to get some guests to come on the show. Unfortunately, a lot of people declined. But you know what? Me and Mr. Producer, we are well equipped enough to be able to handle the show, and we're going to bring out the information that we need to today. Primarily what we're going to be talking about are women of color missing throughout the United States. One of the reasons why we are, matter of fact, we are trying to get the people over on the Carly Russell's page to accept our live, but for some reason they won't do it. But we'll go on without them. She will definitely be the topic of conversation. Let me go on and get all of the social media stuff out of the way real quickly. Once again, I am your host, Chris Miles. This is a Chris Miles Show. We are live in uncut clarity. We are here by the grace of the Most High. We're going to try to educate you as well as entertain you. If you're looking for me on social media, you can find me on Twitter @ I'm Chris Miles, TikTok @ I'm Chris Miles, Facebook @ I'm Chris Miles, Snapchat @ I'm Chris Miles, and YouTube @ I'm Chris Miles, or type in the Chris Miles Show. Mr. Producer, how are we coming along on the money giveaway?
Man, how's everybody doing out there? Last week we had a winner, Jocelyn Baxter. We posted it. This week I pick a subscriber from the YouTube page, and we'll give away another $25. So I'm gonna pick a name, and I'm gonna try to contact you, and y'all send your Cash App information, and we're gonna send you the money.
So it's pretty simple.
Paris Pete.
All right, I don't know why people do that, man. They'll wait till I start the show, and they will try to call me. But as I was stating and saying that. As I was stating and saying, we are actually, here on the Chris Miles Show, we try to reward the listeners and the viewers of our content. Right, Mr. Producer?
That's correct.
We actually give away money. Like, you know, this ain't some just fly-by shit that we're doing. We actually try to give back in a good way. Let me send this guy a message, let him know that we're doing the show. Any shots out today, Mr. Producer?
Man, just shout out to everybody that's listening and tuning in, man. We really appreciate y'all. Everybody from the Chris Miles Show page. You know, we really growing. A lot of conversations had over there, man. It's, you know, we doing great, man. We growing out here. We growing.
So yeah, and also too, this is the other thing we want to do. We want to ask everybody that's watching the show on Facebook, even on YouTube, to share it. Hopefully, as of next week, we will be up and running on that of TikTok and Instagram. Okay, so we are really trying to do something constructive and positive when we're trying to keep good dialogue and content out there for people to conversate on, because we realize in the process those things are essential and very important. Mr. Producer, we got a lot to unwrap today, so it's on you and I to do so.
Man, we can handle it.
So, the conversation today is protecting and saving our queens, black women. You see the phone number up there on the screen right now. It's area code 310-498-5778. Once again, that phone number is 310-498-5778. It's live call in. Anybody got any comments? We're gonna open the phone lines up. We're gonna take your call, your comments, and all of that good stuff. Now, let me just say this so that you all know. Your number will not show up where everybody to see it, okay? But your number will show up to Mr. Producer and the people we have here that's behind the content of this program. If you're blocking your phone number, we will not accept your call. We're not going to display your number out here. You can remain anonymous, but you can call in, pose your question, comment, questions or comments. And once again, the phone number is 310-498-5778. The phone lines are open. Let's see what else. Mr. Producer, what else?
I don't know, man. We can just get into it, man. Man, it's a lot to unravel, man. Yesterday, everybody, the whole nation was in panic, and now it's she's been found, so that's
better yet, no. Hold on.
My bad.
Correction. She wasn't found. She went home.
Oh, she went.
So for clarity,
okay.
For clarity, we're talking about Carlethia, I think it is, Russell. Make sure I'm saying her name correctly. She was not found. She went home. So that's for clarity, people. This young lady went home. Now, you were actually joking on me, Mr. Producer. You want to tell everybody why?
Man, I'm saying, I ain't gonna say, I won't say I was joking, but man, you was real hurt by this, man. You shed a couple tears, man. You was really, what you said, you was about the Uber to Hoover.
I was gonna get me a Uber to Hoover. That's right, with a bad leg, and I was gonna go out and join the search for Carlee Russell. Now, we got some content coming up. Now, let me just say this, because I don't want to sound insensitive here, because that's not the nature of my character. Okay? But a lot of people are now starting to say some things that might not necessarily be favorable. You understand? But we're going to try to read some of the comments, as well as play some videos that basically of people's opinions. We do also have the audio of the 911 or the dispatch, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, we got a call, man.
We got a call. Let's take that call.
Damn.
Did we lose him?
Damn, I hit the wrong one.
Okay, so
whoever that will call back, my bad.
Okay, so Mr. Producer,
Damn, I can't see, man.
we apologize. Put it where you can see. All right, so whomever called, please call back. We apologize for that. I'm not controlling the phone, but calls will not be answered. Okay, so call back. Please call back. But as I was saying, we have some audio clippings that we're going to display, and these audios are of people with comments, people with questions. Let's make sure you get it right this time. You see? Can you see?
Hello, thanks for calling the Chris Miles Show. What's going on?
What's going on, L?
What's up, man? I want to talk about this Carly Russell situation.
Come on with it.
So, like I heard you just say, that she wasn't found, she came home.
Correct.
But that's literally what happened. So, when I heard about this story, when it first came out, and I didn't know the details, all I heard was that, she was missing, that she was possibly abducted. Of course, I hear everybody else, I'm like, okay, I hope she, gets found, and this and that. And then I started actually looking and read the story to see more about what happened. So when I read the story, it said that she called police because she was on the interstate talking about she saw a child, 2-year-old, 3-year-old child with a diaper on walking down the interstate.
Correct.
So I'm like, why is she the only person that called that in? Like, it's not like she got eyes better than anybody else that she can see something they can't see. So why was she the only person that called that in? That was red flag number one. Number two, when the sister said she's on the phone with her, the sister said, it was like the screen, and then the phone went dead. Then when the police showed up, she wasn't there. Red flag number two. So you called the police, and then you weren't there when the police got there. But you saw a child that nobody else saw. Okay, so that's strange already. So I had questions, and I just feel like when it comes to the black community in particular, black people are they're so gung-ho on wanting the media to cover a black female that's missing that it don't matter what the circumstances are. We don't use common sense to evaluate the situation. We just run and jump jump out the window over every little situation without looking at any details. Because if anybody looked at this story with common sense, they would have been like, okay, this is very questionable. Like, are we sure about this? But not many people did that. Most people just jumped out the window. And now we see there wasn't nothing wrong with her. She came back home when she was ready to get found. It looked like she just left. And Paul was hiding out for whatever reason. Who knows? She might have got kicked out of school. She might have had a boyfriend that stayed downstairs. Who knows what happened? But it's a made-up story. It looks like it's a made-up story, 100%.
So,
All right, man. Thank you.
so hold on. I got a question before you go.
Go ahead.
So, L, you're thinking that, so according to you, your perception is it's made up, correct? Do we look?
That's what it looks like. All the evidence points to that. There's
Oh.
no evidence to prove otherwise.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's my whole thing is well, you made a couple of statements. Let me just say this. I think in a lot of situations pertaining to the matter or this particular matter, there was a rush to judgment. I will give you that. I think in a lot of cases, though, L, when there are situations when women of color tend to go missing, that the stories don't necessarily get the proper coverage that it should get. But here, I think that the people in law enforcement knew something that they didn't talk about. What I find interesting at this point is nobody is coming out saying anything about anything. As you stated, her boyfriend released a statement thanking people for their support. He's saying that she was abducted. But I mean, that's pretty much it right now. I'm just waiting to see how this is going to play out. And let me just say this, L. I really think realistically, if something comes to fruition, God forbid that it does, in somebody else's case, I don't think that the media would more so be probably reluctant to cover because of if providing that this young lady is lying. I don't have all of the evidence in front of me, but I'm somewhat in the car with you on it, and I really don't want to be at this point. But I am at a point right now that this here is something in the milk is not clean.
100%. I mean, shout out to y'all and shout out to everybody else that wanted to put a spotlight on these females who go missing, these teenagers or young adult females that are going missing, because there's plenty of them that really are missing and have been missing for years. And it's just, to me, it's just it's disrespectful and it's spinning everybody's face for this young lady, for this grown woman to go missing and then no evidence. I mean, if there's any evidence to prove that any of her story was true, like if anybody else saw the child on the interstate like she said she did, then I'm like, okay, maybe she wasn't lying. But there was nobody else saw it in. She's the only person. Like, people got to get real with themselves and say, okay, what's the likelihood that there'll be a child walking down the interstate, but one person out of all them hundreds of cars going by is going to see the child? Like, so we got to just be real, and then, it's a shame on her, and it's a shame on her family for still pushing this narrative when there's no evidence. There's nothing to prove it other than they're just saying it. We got to stop doing it.
And
Stop doing that, because we're taking advantage of other people and off the system.
You're right.
We got to get the system to be on our side, but we're abusing the system.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There's no if, and, buts about it. I totally, wholeheartedly agree with you. And this is the thing. I'm going to say this in closing, and we're going to go, so hopefully we get some more people to call. Let me just say this. Only if, L, and I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt until later. But this is what I have to say to you. It is a sick individual. Mentally, you got to be sick in the mind to go out here and to say you saw a child on the side of the road and you stopped. I mean, in other words, you're the only person who saw this child on the side of the road, and you stop and you leave your car running and all of these other things. And like Mr. Producer said, man, it touched me. I actually cried over this, and I don't know her, but it bothered me because I saw her parents. You understand? So I'm hoping that I'm hoping in my gut that sincerely I'm wrong on this. But I want to thank you for your call, and the phone lines are open for other people to call in if they got a comment and or a question.
And kind of to touch on that, I had to step off, but I look at it like even people gonna do what they gonna do. But at the same time, even if somebody does cry wolf, that's what we pay taxes for them people to go check on it to make sure if it's a false alarm or not.
Right.
People they got to get out there and go check it out. That's what they get paid for.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on or what happened, but I'm like I've been saying on social media all day. I'm happy that the parents got to embrace their daughter again, and whatever happened, what I'm saying, after they settled in, maybe she'll open up and tell them what happened, and people will find out what happened tomorrow or down the line. But whether it was a false alarm or not, what I'm saying, it's still, it's a lesson behind it, but
most definitely it's a lesson, because this is what you got to understand. You got to factor in the resources that law enforcement took. Then you look at what the media has done. Like the caller was saying, the media gets a bad rap for not covering, and then when they go out there to cover it, it turns out. Let me say this: it could possibly be a made-up story. That's not good. Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
There's also a young lady in our native city, 2 hours from where we are, that's allegedly missing too, correct?
Yes.
Okay, this young lady name is Hunter Ray Martin.
Let me see if I can find the picture.
Okay.
Isn't that Miss Sabrina Martin's
Yes, exactly.
stepchild? Oh,
Now,
man.
for everybody out there, Sabrina Martin is the one that ran and won on the Democratic side. She won family judge down there in Montgomery County, right? On the Democratic side. Her family members, or take that back, her biological kids came out and spoke on some of the things that was, now this, from my understanding, this stuff is in, these are court records, but they came out and they said that there were a lot of disgusting things that was alleged, or that's in court records based upon what they say was done. So the young lady that is missing now is what's her name? Her name is Hunter Ray Martin, and she is the adopted child of attorney Sabrina Martin. Do you have an image of her, Mr. Producer?
Yeah, I got it. I'm getting it. Just-
Okay, all right. So we haven't heard anything else about that. Now
They
this
didn't even put out a
Amber Alert.
Amber Alert.
Right, correct. So this is what I'm saying, like the caller was saying. You know, when law enforcement, or however this Amber Alert thing works, when these Amber Alerts don't go out, are there some type of clue or something tied to it, stating to why these things are not going out, or what? You understand? Sonia Moxie said the Instagram post made by her boyfriend was strange to me. He was trying to clear himself. So this, can we get anybody to call in? I mean, it's crazy because I've been getting, Mr. Producer, I've been getting phone calls all day from folks, right. Text messages. Now when we go on the air, don't nobody call, don't nobody text, unless it's somebody wanna shoot the bullshit about something. You understand what I'm saying? So what I find interesting too is we shared the link that we were going live on different people's platforms. And the one that's dealing with her was rejected. Do you wonder why?
What?
I don't know. I'm asking you. Why you think they would not allow? Because we've been promoting it there all day. And all of a sudden now it's a thing where, you know, no one is dealing with it. Why you think that is?
I don't know. I guess because she went home, man. She ain't lost no more.
Well, that's still though. I mean, it still should be okay to address and to talk about it though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we got to talk about it, man, because it was one comment I was reading. It was a young lady. She was pretty upset because she was like, it's taken away from all the women out there that really are missing, like this young lady right here.
Well, we don't even know if this young lady is missing.
I mean,
There was no Amber Alert that was brought forward.
right.
So what is going on with this story? Now, this young lady that everybody's seeing on their screen is a young lady by the name of Hunter Ray Martin. She's the adopted daughter of attorney Sabrina Martin. We did a story on her last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was last year.
On the mother. We have some friends that was well, actually how that came about, people were basically tagging my name. They were tagging my name to the situation that was going on with Sabrina Martin. And my thing was, don't be pulling me into anything dealing with her, because, you know, really and truly, I can't say it wasn't my concern, but we had all these other things that was going on was outside of the realm of anything that I really wanted to deal with. You understand? So those things being what they are within itself, it became an issue for me. But we at the Chris Miles show, me and Mr. Producer and the people that we have involved, end up covering the story on it. And the Democratic Party end up removing her from the seat as far as what she had been elected for.
Yeah, man, she was doing some real foul things, man. I guess the people didn't do their research and they do a severe background check, but when they did, they unfolded a lot.
Yeah, they did. And this is the other thing. We had this lady, Cuba Ray Hayes, down there in Montgomery, was taking this lady throughout the community, asking the community to vote for her. And as it stands today, like I say, the lady was removed from the seat she had been elected to, and it's all just discombobulated at this point. And the fact of the matter is that this lady, the same lady that were in for family court,
right?
The judge there, who had issues with her own kids and other adopted kids, this child now has all of a sudden come up and she's missing. Or some people say she ran away. I don't know. We're just covering the story here once again, and we're going to say this. We're going to say this because we're going to treat it here on the Chris Miles show that she is missing. And we want to say this here. If anybody know the whereabouts of this young lady, because it has not been cleared or stated that we got information that she's going home to her parents. But we will say this. We're going to treat it like it's a missing case. So if anybody know where this child is, Hunter Ray Martin, call law enforcement. Okay? I mean, I don't know. She might not be in the state of Alabama. She could be in state of Georgia. She could be in the state of Mississippi, Tennessee. We don't know where she is. But if you've seen this young lady, if you've seen her, call law enforcement and let them know the whereabouts of this child. We take issues with the fact of our women and children being hurt or harmed or coming up missing in any type of shape, form, or fashion because we're parents. You know what I'm saying? And those kind of things bother you. You know, I used to hear my mom say all the time, Mr. Producer, when we were kids, she say, when you guys were young, you was on my lap. But when you got older, you was on my heart. I know the meaning of that. Yeah. Because I have kids and I have grandbabies. And when my kids, I have a rapport, good enough rapport that they'll call me and let me know what's going on with them. You know, Dad, I'm finna go here, or my grandkids, Papa, I'm finna do A, B, and C. So I appreciate the camaraderie. And that's what I'm saying. You think about those kind of relationships you have with your family members, and all of a sudden it goes blink. You know, there's no communication. That is a heart. That's a lot to deal with and to unravel. Mr. Producer, keeping the story going. Let's play the video. Let's play the video on the 911. Excuse me, the dispatch video on the Carly Russell thing, what she said about the kid, and let's go to the video with her brother.
It's going to be a child walking on the 3 or 4-year-old child walking on the side of the interstate next to her. RP's going to be close by in a red Mercedes sedan with a hazards on. Child's going to be a white male wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper.
So as you all can see, that was dispatched. This is the call that was placed by Carly Russell. This is the description that she gave to dispatch. Once again, play that one more time, Mr. Producer.
Hold on.
Well, you dropped it.
Oh, I got it. Hold on. No problem. I'll get it back. But that's crazy, man. How, you see a little kid on the side of the road, man, and she stopped. I don't know, man. It's pretty spooky, man.
Hold on. Before you do that, I just got a friend of mine. She said, I'm about to unfriend you and unfollow you. What with the white-looking woman on your page? You always downing us and posting us in a bad light, but show love to everybody else. So what white woman is on my page? Okay, so Donna, listen. The phone number is on the screen. So why don't you do this?
Is she just talking about the kid that was on the page?
I don't know. So this is the thing. The phone number is 310-498-5778. If you got a comment, Donna, call me. And this is the other thing. I haven't said anything. I am neutral in this situation. Okay? I'm not downing anybody. But one thing we're going to do here, we're going to be fair and balanced. That's what we're going to be. I am not downing. Not have I said anything that's disparaging?
No.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if is she talking about that's a child. I don't know if you was talking about her.
That is a child.
A 16-year-old.
That's a 16-year-old child.
I think she's biracial.
And she's a black child, Donna. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I mean, but if you gotta unfriend and unfollow, do what you do.
Yeah. So if you feel like I'm showing,
don't talk about it, be about it.
If you feel like I'm showing women of color in some type of negative light, then like Mr. Producer say, you do that. You and I go way back. But what I'm saying is you got the phone number. The phone number is on the screen. 310-498-5778. That is a black child that is allegedly missing. I have not said anything disparaging or tearing down anybody at this point. And at this point, with all of the things going on, I have been neutral. Okay? I'm glad that this young lady is home, and I have not said anything to disrespect her or family in any type of shape, form, or fashion. But anyway, can you
play the dispatch again?
No, yeah, play the dispatch again. Sorry about that.
71, it's going to be 459 South, mile marker 10. It's going to be a child walking on the 3 or 4-year-old child walking on the side of the interstate next to her. RP's going to be close by in a red Mercedes sedan with the hazards on. Child's going to be a white male wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper.
Man.
So that was the call that was displayed by dispatch. That was called in to them. All right. But let me just say this. I got a couple of comments. L said we were talking about Sabrina Martin. It says was ousted. Looks to be a year. Let me go back. Sabrina Martin was ousted a year ago or two. Terrible mother. They need to look at her about the missing girl. So, but this brother that's bringing this information. This information I've been hearing the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard that Miss Martin is a terrible person. Now, for clarity,
these come from all the stuff in the court documents.
These are court documents.
These come from her biological kids.
Exactly.
Then they was talking about what she did to the adopted black kids.
Bring it out.
All them out.
Bring it out.
How they put food in the backyard and made the black kids go to the backyard and say, y'all go eat. So yeah.
And Sabrina Martin.
Yeah, and this girl that we put on the screen, that's a black child. We concerned about her. We concerned. We
And
just trying to
Sabrina
find
Martin
this baby.
is not a black attorney. She's a Caucasian woman. So I'm still trying to figure out what is it that I've said that has upset a friend of mine that I've known for years. Okay? That you feel that I'm being impartial, or I'm being not impartial but biased. I'm being hateful toward black women.
First of all, people gotta understand, man, this is life. Life don't owe nobody no justice, no understanding. It's brutal out here. Man, it's people living outside on the street. People ain't ate nothing. And I'm saying, people, you actually get offended about somebody showing some sympathy towards whether they white or black. I mean,
Exactly.
I don't think nobody dogged anybody, but everybody has an opinion about. I mean, shit, I might not like you, but that's my opinion. I might say you're a terrible human being, but that's my opinion. Everybody's entitled to opinion. We not a communist country. You know what I'm saying? You can say freedom as you say what you want to say. If you don't agree, you can leave. It's just that simple.
Then bring up the video, Mr. Producer, of Carly's brother.
All right, let's
bring that up.
Sister Carly Russell is missing. My sister was traveling on I-459 after leaving work here in Hoover, Alabama. She spotted a toddler and she stopped to render aid as any decent human being with a heart would do. She contacted 911 as she's been taught, and then she spoke with another one of our family members. My family member hears a scream, and then my sister vanishes along with that toddler. Her car and belongings were all left at the scene. We have no idea where she is. This story is not getting the national coverage that it should, and we all know why. But you can help. Like, share, comment. My sister has been missing since July the 13th. There's a $25,000 reward for information that leads to the safe return of my sister Carly Russell. You can also contact 205-401-3365 if you have any information that can help. Again, my sister, our sister, deserves to be returned home safely. If you are a believer, you understand that we all are brothers and sisters in Christ. I hurt, she hurts, we all should hurt, and we all should help. Like, share, comment, so that we can get our sister, Carly Russell, back.
Okay. So, I'm assuming that this is her brother, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, he said a lot in that video. Now, she has been found, or she went back home. He also said that it was not getting the coverage that it was supposed to get, right? That's what he said, correct?
Yeah, he said that.
Okay. So, Joy Reid of MSNBC, she covered the story. All right? The Griot, which is a black company owned by Byron Allen, they covered the story. D.L. Hughley covered the story. Many celebrities covered, black and white covered the story. So CNN covered the story. Now, they didn't run it like they would run if some white child or white woman was missing, but they covered the story. And it's also, you could go to their website and see the story. Now, I have not checked Fox News or MSNBC. I haven't even checked New York Times. But what I'm saying is the story was covered. Anaya Blanchard, the young lady who came up dead in Auburn, mother, who's a white woman, was out from day one to the young lady went back home. She was out looking for this girl.
Right.
So let's not do this, make it seem like there's some type of bias that we have. No, we love our black women. And as a matter of fact, this show is about exposing how there's a disparity, in the fact of how the media covers our stories versus how they cover their stories. We're trying to bring awareness to this situation. So, and this is the thing. I know people right now sent me all type of information. My first cousin called me. Okay? She called me at 3 a.m. I thought something was wrong. They found her. I said, what are you talking about? I talked to her for a little while. Then guess what? We got off the phone. I called her back this morning. We talked about an hour, a little over an hour. I was trying to get her to come on because she had a situation that happened to her. She declined the offer. But I say all of that to say this. If there are things that are going on out there, people, you know of something and or something has happened to you, you need to talk about it. Human trafficking, kidnapping, this shit is real. This is happening. They're harvesting our organs. A lot of that stuff come into play. This stuff is actually happening. And that's what we're trying to do here on the Chris Miles Show, is bring light to it. But I can't do it by myself. I'm a nobody. I got this little rinky-dink ass show that we try to do good with. And I'm not here tooting my horn because I'm trying to get the horn to toot. But the point is that I'm trying to do my part. What is your part? What's your part? What are you doing? You can sit here and tell me about what it is I'm not doing, but I'm putting forth the effort. What are you doing? That's what you should ask yourself. You got something you want to say, Mr. Producer?
Nah, man, you said everything, man. It's I mean, like I said before, man, real. The situation was real, cause I mean, Let me say this: the situation was real for somebody, whether it was real for her or not. It was real for her parents and her loved ones that didn't get a chance to see her the next day when she was missing. So the fact that she made it back, and they were able to embrace her again, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a good thing. But man, it's so many other people out there missing, man, that we gotta. I don't know. The nation should shine more light on this, because I don't know, man. It's tragic to lose somebody, especially like that. You see somebody one day, then somebody go off to work, and a lot of these ladies, they work late shifts.
My daughter does.
Right. And it's 11, 12 o'clock at night, and they go into the car by themselves, and somebody's stalking them or watching them, and you know what I'm saying, just somebody obsessed with them. It's scary. Just like a couple weeks ago, those young ladies that those exotic dancers, two guys stalked them and followed them all the way home and took their money.
Yeah, we
what I'm saying? It could have ended bad, man. They could have kidnapped them. They could have killed them because they fought back.
Right.
Man, it is, that's kind of what we were trying to touch on this week, man. We gotta, I don't know, man. We gotta bridge this gap, man. We gotta mend our community, man, so we can, so our community can flourish, and women shouldn't be out here having to go through stuff
Right.
like that, man.
And this is the thing. Let me say this. Let me speak to the brothers, black men, right? Y'all get off y'all ass, man. Right? Stop doing this dumb shit here. Holding when something happen, you holding the phone up, recording all that dumb shit. Get off your ass and protect these women. Hold that video for a second. We want to play it.
I'm gonna keep running.
Get off your ass and protect these women. You got these kids you go out here and father. Step up to the plate and help these mother with these kids. It is not right for these black women to take on the responsibility of shit that you all should be doing. Step up to the plate and be fathers. You go out here, you get these kids, be fathers to your kids. These women out here, no black woman should have to go to the store or wherever it is she has to go by herself. Step up. This is a lesson for all of us. If it's pro or con, step up to the plate and do what it is you need to do. Play that video, Mr. Producer. You might have to go from start. Okay.
Them taking her in.
So that video that was just played of Carly Russell is a conglomerate of many different images of her. And also, I didn't even know that she was a part of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority.
Yeah.
I don't know where she pledged.
Man, she pretty decorated, man.
Yeah, so yeah, she's very well decorated, but yeah, she's a part of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, which is an outstanding sorority that do a lot of good things. Matter of fact, what's her name? The Vice President Kamala Harris. She's also an AK. But I'm just saying, Mr. Producer, man, it's just, you can't win, man. It's like you try to do stuff the right way, man, and you get. It's like people are attacking me because I'm trying to cover the story. Let me just say this. My good friend out of the great state of Tennessee, she said, I thank the Chris Miles show for first covering the story for Facebook for non-celebrities to do our part to share. Thank you so much, D. I love you. You know that. We appreciate it.
You really do.
That means a lot. And like I say, we're small here. You know what I'm saying? We have a small platform, but we try to do our part to bring out. I also want to thank L. Milner. That young brother out there, if you agree with him or not, he's out there trying to bring light to many different issues. And that's what I'm saying, man. When everybody lump in what they do, then we can get something. If I got a dime, Mr. Producer got a dime, D got a dime, L got a dime, let's put our money together and let's make a change for the community. Mr. Producer, let's take a commercial break and let's come back with some more comments. And we're going to show the numbers of how many women of color are missing in these United States. But we're going to take a commercial break and come right back.
Big KD presents their 29th radio anniversary blues show, Saturday, July 29th at the Crampton Bowl Multiplex, featuring a Vail Hollywood.
Is you 25 and
Jay Wan,
I got this record.
Kenny Wayne,
you're my angel?
Nick Allen, Country, Miss Poochie, and Portia P. Doors open at 6 p.m., showtime 7. General admission tickets are only $45. Reserved seating is $50. There are only a limited number of advance tickets available. Get your tickets at all the usual ticket outlets. Saturday, July 29th, it's about to go down. It's the 29th Radio Anniversary Blues Show for the Big KD. Don't miss Avail Hollywood, J1, Kenny Wayne, Vic Allen, Magic One, and many more at the Crampton Bowl Multiplex in Montgomery. Be there.
I have never been so much. I have never been so much in love before. Yeah, what a difference a true love's made in my life. So nice, so right. Loving you gave me something new that I never felt, never dreamed of. Something's changed, though it's not the feeling I had before. Oh, it's much, much more. Love.
Man, welcome back, man. We live. Welcome back.
So, people, as Mr. Producer said, welcome back. Mr. Producer, what we got next?
Man, well,
Bring it out. I mean, you know, it's not anything. So this is what's going on. People have been sending us videos all day, right? I have a team of people who find content for us. We have a video by an individual. It's a TikTok video that Mr. Producer is going to play. The black female is bringing out about that she feel like this story or what happened is a conspiracy. And she's going to point out the conspiracy. Like the phone call we got. Once again, we're just covering the story. We're neutral. You know, we have nothing to gain, pro or con. We're just simply covering the details of what happened. The young lady was not found. She went home. We're glad of that. We're glad she's fine. You know, her mom or dad gets the opportunity to hug her. Her family members get a chance to hug her, tell how much they love her, and all of that stuff. A lot of people out here go missing and not that fortunate.
right.
Bring that
She
video.
was,
Go ahead.
but, for my opinion, I mean, she was taken. Whether she, you know, they let her go or whatever, she was taken. But we'll play the video.
Alrighty, guys. So I wasn't gonna do no video on this, but one of the elders that I follow, I was tagged in her page, and what I've seen, she just confirmed it that this is all staged. So, guys, this young lady's people are in the fraternity, sorority. They're gatekeepers of brulees. Then there was the first. See, this is what I'm gonna tell you where I caught on to it at. And that's why I didn't want to do no video on her, because this shit is staged. The first thing I seen her in was a medical jacket. When they first put a picture of her, she had on a white coat. She took an oath. Yeah, start paying attention to stuff. So, now, what's really going on? You got an award for this lady, but all these kids that's coming up missing, people we still can't find, but you want to put an award out for this particular person? Oh, so you living in Alabama with this kind of money? That's suspect. Because all the rich people that I know don't live in no Alabama, no Mississippi, no world where it used to be slave territory. Pay attention. And then the baby thing, this is what got me. A baby on a highway at 8 o'clock at night, and you telling me she was the only one that got out the car? Word, I want to see the mama phone. I want to see the last phone call, because that bitch is lying. Yeah, that part. Y'all know exactly where that girl is. But, hey, we stupid, right? Y'all trying to pull down our energy. Because, guys, you got to pay attention. Everything happens for a reason. The date, the time, and the atmosphere that it's in. It pulls in energy. Most likely it was a portal opened at that time. They were trying to cipher energy from us because, guys, we're the only ones that can control the universe. Nobody else can. We control it with our energies. So they had to get us all in sync so that we'll be on the same page when all this stuff come. Guys, my spirit had already told me that this was some bullshit. And they have something to do with it. And they getting on her, oh, she missing. I ain't seen them cry one tear or nothing. Man, miss us with this stuff. See, this is what it is. Let me tell y'all something. It's so many people that done sold they soul. Y'all think we don't know? These incorporations, a lot of y'all don't even know the real backstory behind your sorority or fraternity. The boulets or the gatekeepers. Do your research.
So,
Wow. Wow.
she said a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Now, apparently, she made the video at the time that this young lady was missing. Okay. I mean, we did bring out about her being a part of a, sorority.
But my thing is, you can't say it's an initiation because she was, she was already part of a sorority.
Right. Well, what the young lady is saying.
I'm saying that, if you just try to dissect.
Right. She was saying about the boule and all of this other stuff. She mentioned about the money that was put up. I heard something else about the young lady that taken some. I don't know. I mean, people are clout chasing. They put out disinformation for whatever reason. I always say people put shit out that they want to come back.
Right.
They put it out somewhere. It's going to circle back in some type of shape, form, or fashion. But we don't want to get displaced. And then the other thing I want to say here too, truthfully, and that is, I am really overjoyed that the young lady is home. But somebody need to come out. Somebody need to say something. Mr. Producer, do you have and this is what the caller was saying earlier. He was saying that when people falsify information or they providing that this is not accurate, it's fake, then somebody else's story tends not to get the wind up under it that it necessarily needs. Do you have the images of the young ladies out of the state of Alabama?
Yeah, it's rolling. I got it rolling.
Okay, let's bring that up.
It's
okay.
rolling. I mean, you can talk. It's muted.
All right, so let me do this, people, because I can't actually. Hold on. Let me go to it real quickly. Okay. So, as you all can see, we have some images of some young ladies on the screen that's missing. Let me do this here.
64,000.
So we have a total on a national level. We have a total of over 64,000 missing black women in the United States. Once again, people, there's a total of 64,000 missing black women in the United States. No one is talking about that. No one is sharing the stories. No one is looking for these women. It seems like nobody cares.
Man, I know.
I'm looking for a certain story.
I heard a story, it was 5 Caucasian guys missing in the submersible. I mean, all the navies of the world came looking for them.
Yeah, exactly. So we had a total of.
I'm talking about every country in the world came looking for them guys, man.
So
but it's crazy because they knew the day they went down that it was over, but they spared no expense to go try to recover them. But we can't put a little elbow grease in and try to find out women, man. Man, come on, man. Might have had enough.
And this is the thing that really bothers me, Mr. Producer.
Sick of this shit.
We got 64,000 missing black females. You don't hear anything. You don't hear anything on the story. No one is talking about the story. Seems like nobody cares. But like I say, we're trying to do our due diligence to bring light to the situation. I did have a link, and I apologize. I can't actually find it right now. Everything when I go to it gives me this young lady Carly's information. But let me do this. Let me just try to put it in here this way. All right, y'all bear with me for a second.
You know what I'm saying, man, we try to do our part, but some people don't think it's enough. Some people don't think it's enough. I hate that. D. The classmate. We trying out here, man. Should nobody be missing. Everybody should be home with their loved ones.
So,
Caucasian, Puerto Rican, black man, I don't give a damn. Everybody deserves to be home with their loved ones.
No question. So, back in and I remember this story because my mom talked about it. I remember my mom being very upset about it.
Come on now.
A young black female. Now we got a total of my native city of Montgomery, Alabama. We got about 7 missing black females from that city, including the young girl that's from down there now that's missing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, on the afternoon of October the 30th, 1998, Kimberly Arrington left her home and walked to a short distance to a CVS pharmacy on Forest Avenue in Montgomery. Now that Forest Avenue,
it's over there by Alabama State.
Right. It's over by Alabama State. It's a block from Alabama State. And it's down the street from
Jackson Hospital.
Come on now.
Come on now.
All right. To pick up some candy and soda. The 16-year-old never made it to the store. She disappeared without a trace. Nearly 17 years later, her family is still searching for answers. So, how is it some 17 years later, this young girl at the age of 16 went missing by the name of Kimberly Arrington, and no one knows anything? Now, this is what I'm saying about the girl from Hoover. She went missing. Allegedly, there was a toddler on the side of the highway. We're glad that she's home. But this is what I want you to understand, Mr. Producer. Providing, as the caller said, if this woman is being not telling the truth, do you see what it does to legitimate stories?
Yeah.
Now, this is what people have to understand. Our women's stories are already swept up under the rug. We say 64,000 missing black females in the United States. 64,000? That's a lot of women.
Man.
Think about that.
Mothers, daughters, sisters.
64,000 women that belong to somebody that's missing. Somebody loved one. That means they vanish without a trace.
Man.
I'm talking about, it's like I'm gonna have to individually put it into my computer. But this girl, she was 16 at the time she vanished. Okay? And as it stands, nobody knows anything. The Montgomery County District Attorney Office, the Alabama Attorney General Office, and the Nation Missing Unidentified Personal Systems, NAM US, held training sessions for law enforcement counseling for families and missing persons on the state inaugural Missing Person Day on February 17. This was back in 2015. Many families who have missing loved ones were in attendance. About 170 Alabamians are currently missing. So we got 170 people from the state, my native state of Alabama, are missing.
Man. That's
so this is why I'm saying here on the Chris Miles Show that I really hope, I'm glad that this young lady is home, but you know what? I'm hoping, not that I'm glad she's home, but I'm hoping she didn't lie. For whatever reason that she did, I'm hoping that it's not a lie. One of the other girls' name is LaQuanta Riley.
Yeah.
Okay? Let me see. Let's do this. And it has an image of her as she would have gotten older. Okay. LaQuanta Riley. Let's see. This is what she would have looked like in today's time. I don't know if you should have
they can see it.
Individual image. Okay. All right. LaQuanta Nichelle Riley disappeared 19 years ago after leaving her mother's home in a car with unidentified male driver. Her family has not seen her since. Riley was born on February 26, 1984, to Pam Riley, then 16. Because her mother was so young, Riley's aunt stepped up and raised her near Atlanta. Riley was close to her great aunt, Katie Smith, who helped care for her. Throughout her childhood, Riley always stayed in contact with her mother. She has 5 young siblings. A sister died from AIDS in 1996. Riley graduated from Rayton High School in Stone Mountain, Georgia. So where we are. In 2002, during high school, she was an honor student and played clarinet. Riley received a full college scholarship and planned to study criminal justice and work in forensic science. So look at the talent that this young girl had.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's a hard pill to swallow, man.
See, so
that's devastating.
So the whole point is, Mr. Producer,
you got your whole future ahead of you. Then somebody just
right. We are missing good people. Girls that could have done great things in society.
Right.
And they're no longer in the earth. One of the other young ladies, young sisters that came up missing is somebody by the name of Arbrina Mack. Okay?
Man, I couldn't imagine, man. Let my daughter or son take a little trip to the corner store.
Right.
You know, you already know, you as a parent, you didn't count the step, the steps, the time frame. You come on back now. They gonna take you but 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes turn to 10, 10 turn to an hour. And they never walk through that door again, man.
Let me do this. Mac was last. See, this is Arbrina Mack. She went missing August 15, 2006. Missing from Montgomery, Alabama. All right. Age 21. Okay. Say Mac was last seen leaving her home in the 700 block of Central Street in Montgomery, Alabama on August 15th, 2006. She told her sister she was walking over to a neighboring street. She never returned and has never been heard from again. Mac family does not believe she would have abandoned her children. Few details are available in her case.
Man,
okay?
Yeah.
And it goes on to say that, if anybody have any information, call Montgomery Police Department 334-241-2831, 334-241-2651. Okay. So I'm just trying to run through this, people. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't think at those times the Amber Alert was around. But no one is talking about these. It's like these sisters are they've forgotten about them. They've forgotten about them. What we're trying to bring light. The other one, young girl, young sister by the name of Kiara Stubbs. She's from Birmingham. Birmingham mother of two. Kiara Stubbs vanished without a trace on April 24th, 2004. 8 years later, her family is pleading with the public for answers. So these girls are still missing, Mr. Producer.
Right.
And their parents, loved ones, are pleading for answers.
That's the worst thing about it, man. All these years go by, they never get closure. They just want to know. They just want some answers. You toss and turn at night. You just want some answers, and they may never get them. And like you said, nobody's talking about it or putting forth any effort.
So this has to be a completely hard pill to swallow.
It's horrifying.
And this is the thing. One of the other young ladies, I think, went here missing as of. Let me just run through these names. We have a Naynat Thomas. She's missing. We have a Lakira Goldsmith. She's missing. I think that's the one they call Pig. And we have a Donna Calloway. She's missing. All of these women are from our native city of Montgomery, Alabama. They vanished without a trace. And we have a total of 64,000 missing black women in the United States. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. And what's really sad about it is that we are going to do our part to keep these girls' story alive and well. And we're seriously hoping, on this story here with Carly, you have it up, okay, on the screen. We are going to do our part here to keep these young ladies' stories alive. We're going to talk about it. And you know what, Mr. Producer? It might not bring them back, but you know what? Well, we're going to do our part so people recognize and realize that there's a problem here, and there's a discrepancy in the coverage of these stories. That our women are not getting a rightful coverage, and they should. And let me just say this. Let me say this.
Yeah.
Let me say this in closing. This is what I want everybody out there to know that's hearing my voice. We always say that the media doesn't cover our stories, and that's a given. They do not. Okay? But this is what I want you all to know. The FCC, when we are not getting our fair share of coverage or something is wrong, we have to lobby the federal government. The FCC controls the media outlets. So when these people are not covering our stories, we have to lobby the FCC. Make the FCC step up and cover these stories. Make the FCC hammer down on these news outlets, because they're supposed to be there for those reasons to make them do what it is they're supposed to do.
But that's why they got people like you now.
Well,
they can get the stories to the people right then and there. But it's up to the people to like and share.
There you go. And this is what I'm saying, people. Let me just say this. This is what I need you all to do. This is a short show today. We're finna get out of here. This is what I need you all to do. I need you all, everybody hearing my voice out here, once again, to go to our YouTube page, subscribe, share, like, follow, and comment. Not only that, if you catch us every Sunday at 7 o'clock Eastern, I need for you all to share our content on your page. Share your content, share our content on your page. Let's grow this page. Let's make a difference. That being said, we'll see you guys back here next week. We're thankful and glad that the young lady came home. We celebrate that with her loved ones, family members, and all of that stuff. But we need answers on where she was and who kidnapped her. All right? Everybody be safe. As always, the Moving Finger Rights has written, moves on. Until next time, good day.